In their tongue, he is Dovahkiin, Dragonborn.
What's going on YouTube? This is Hero Stormwolf and welcome back to another weekly Skyrim mods. This time we're going to be checking out a couple of mods, the first off being the Animated Enhancements Overhaul. Now what this does is, along with vanilla and custom weapons, it adds a new aura to each one of the weapons, or better looking aura I should say. You can get a demonstration of each one of these auras from a weapons chest inside of Dragon's Reach, where the court mage is. It will be a chest near his office as soon as you walk in. It will be to the left. And in this chest you'll get these weapons here that I'm showing right now to the side. I believe it is 4 swords, 3 daggers, 3 axes, and 1 scythe. Here I'll show off the enhancements, how they look now. In my right hand's gonna be the Dragon's Blood sword, and my left hand is going to be the Dragon's Blood dagger. As you can see, it has a much different aura effect than what you would have it if you was to do it without this mod.
I'd always relax with a warm bath.
Here's the axe. Now the properties are still the same as you would have it if you didn't have this mod. It's just the animations and the overall aura effect are a lot different. Here's the Dragon's Breath, which is fire. They still swing the same. Here's the axe. Here's the Frost Breath. Now there's only a sword version, there's no dagger or axe version of this. Looks really cool, looks actually like it's made of ice. Here's the Dragon's Magic Breath, which drains magic. Actually kinda like this effect a lot, it looks really cool, like a blue flame type thing. Here's the axe. And here's the magic sword, or magic dagger I should say. The shock sword, or dragon shock breath. Personally, not my favorite effect. It looks pretty bland compared to the others. And the last one is the Reaper of Souls. This is the scythe. It acts as an axe, but it looks like a scythe. I actually like the look of this weapon a lot, and also like the purple aura effect. Now with this, you can also enhance vanilla weapons, and what's interesting about this is if you want a certain effect to be shown, you have to use the stronger enchantment so it will be shown. For example, say you want to make a fire and frost sword. Well, if you want to show the fire effect, you have to put more fire enhancement than the frost enhancement, and vice versa. So just be aware of that if you want a certain type of sword, or if you want a certain aura showing for that sword. Next up, we're going to be checking out the Jedi Enclave mod. What this does is adds a new building to the map of Skyrim, which is the Jedi Enclave. It is to the left of Whiterun, next to the Western Watchtower. You can fast travel there if you want. What this mod does, it adds on lightsabers, force powers, companions, and trainers who will teach you in the ways of destruction, illusion, alteration, sneak, block, one-handed, and two-handed. A couple of these, the Jedis are also marryable. You can also buy robes, lightsaber parts, lightsabers themselves, and things of that nature. While it's not particularly impressive looking, in terms of it's not what you probably expected. If you expected this huge, large, Jedi-looking, futuristic thing, that's really hard to do within the realms of Skyrim, so But the overall idea I like, and you can see these are what the Jedi robes look like.
Speak quickly. You want something from me? Out with it.
These are the council members.
Need something?
Good to see you. At least you know how to treat someone properly. I'll gladly share my knowledge with you.
And as you can see, each one of these will train you differently in a form of the Force or magic, if you will. See if we can find the
Until next
shopkeeper.
Our hero claims a warrior's heart.
Jedi Master.
I tell you, the dragonborn comes.
Need something? It's a
These are
fine
one of the
day with
companions
you
that will
around.
follow you.
I'd better get going.
Need something?
She's the bard.
All right then.
Yeah?
And here's where you'll find the shop.
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
You find all kinds of items. Now, Force holocrons. Now, what these will teach you is Force powers, like I said earlier. This one is Cloak, Deflection, Jedi Reflexes, Persuasion, Pull, Push, Push Sustained, Force Sight, Telekinesis. I believe that's all for the holocrons. You also get Grand Soul Gems in order to forge your own lightsaber if you want. You have Jedi Ropes. The Padawan comes in 2 colors. We'll buy both. A Jedi Knight lightsaber 2-handed green. 1-handed siren. Or cyan, excuse me. Paladin green. Blue. We already bought the master. You also get a training saber. We already bought the robes. Now here's some more spells. I think we already picked up Sight, but just in case. Chain Lightning. Corruption. Destruction. Drain. Lightning Shield. And Pyrokinetics. I'll learn some of these and then I'll show them off myself. Alright, we're back outside and I'll start showing off some of these spells and lightsabers now. Also, equip the Jedi robes. Equip all the other stuff. Of course, these robes don't come with boots or gloves, so you'll have to get some yourself. I actually like the red better. We'll use the monk boots for now. The first one is the Force ability Chain Lightning. I'll summon a couple of bandits so you can get a better taste.
You picked a bad time to get lost.
I think they killed themselves. We'll retry that again. Let's summon a few. Let's summon one less bandit. Maybe that's...
Never should have come here.
As you can see, when enemies are bunched together, it will strike like chain lightning. And my left hand is going to be Force ability Corruption, and my right is going to be Force Cloak. Cloak gives you the power to basically bend the light waves and turn yourself invisible. Corruption, let's see. Target for violent purposes rather than deceiving them. So I guess this is sort of... I guess people will fight for you. I'm not too sure. That's Cloak. As you can see, it's pretty cloaky. I mean, you pretty much turn invisible, unlike some of the other mods or magic in Skyrim. I'll summon one bandit so we can see what Corruption does. I guess it turns them non-violent. A dark side variant of Jedi. Oh, it's a Jedi mind trick basically, where it's the Force user implies some privilege influence it. Okay, so what this does, it makes them attack, like it turns them violent. Okay, that makes sense. My left hand's gonna be deflection. Right hand's gonna be. Well, I can't use destruction, but I can use drain out, and since destruction is a two-handed spell, but let's see what it does. It deflects magic. Right hand drain, which you can imagine drains health. Actually, a really cool effect. I actually like that. Next is gonna be the two-handed destruction. Or Force Lightning Destruction, excuse me, I don't know why I said two-handed destruction. Summon 2 bandits this time. What it does, creates a massive field energy using the user's own body as a conduit, discharges it through the arms and hands, vaporizing anyone that gets close. This ought to be good. Pretty much sends out a massive shockwave around your body. That's pretty powerful. We already saw drain, so this is lightning shield. As you'd imagine, it gives you a lightning-like aura, which does damage to enemies when they attack. Persuasion is pretty much when you have conversations, or if you want to influence someone to give you something. You shoot it at them and bam. I'll see if it works on a bandit. Most likely not, but oh, it does. It basically stops him from attacking you. Alright. My left hand is going to be force push sustained, and my right hand is going to be regular force push. Sustain increases the range and arc of the force push ability without lowering the average kinetic energy, creating a blanket wave instead of a forced or a focused impulse. So, right hand's gonna be push. What it does is sends a small push energy. Sustained, however, lets you continuously use the force push. So if you just want a simple push, you charge with, you use the regular push, force push, and it does a force push. Or if you want to continuously use it, use the sustain. Next up, in my right hand is going to be pyrokinetics. My left hand is going to be sight. Now, if you can imagine, sight pretty much increases what I can see, who's moving, things of that nature. Pyrokinetics is your basic flame spell. Telekinesis and pull will be the last two. See if I can find a dead body. And my left hand is going to be telekinetics. My right hand is going to be force pull. A neutral ability of force sensors have with it, they can lift objects according to their concentration and move them, hovering items in any direction. Doesn't seem to work on dead bodies. Pulls a living creature from you from a distance. Alright, so we need to summon another bandit. Let's see. Just so I can show off the telekinesis drop. There we go. See, telekinesis only works on objects, and pull works on living objects.
What was that?
Or it should work. I'm not sure why. Hold on. Pulls a living creature from you from a distance. Seems to be some problems with force pull. Either that or I'm not doing it correctly. But we'll show off a couple of lightsabers as well. two-handed. Now my character's not adapted two-handed, so it's going to be a slow strike, but you get the general idea of how it looks. One-handed. I also have a different ability, so that's why you see me running like that as a animation. I'll leave that in the link in the description below if you want to see that. It's not magic items. Now, of course, the Knight lightsabers do more damage than the Paladin, and the Paladins do more damage than the training sabers. But they all come in 3 colors: blue, green, and cyan. Of course, you can dual wield if you wish. They also have the sounds. So that'll about do it for this weekly episode of Skyrim Mods. If you have a request for any mod you would like to see, leave them down in the link below. Also, if you can like and favorite this video, it does help me out. It does spread the video to other people that might be interested in it. So, until next week, peace.